Bonus, 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 bonus! Just left Christina Lake on Highway 3, headed to Grand Forks. Such a beautiful day. I know I've recorded Grand Forks a bunch, so I didn't put in my regular daily video, but hey. For those of you guys that become YouTube members or Patreon supporters, thank you. This is just for you. I see a lot of smoke ahead. Oh, just said that west of Grand Forks they were going to do some controlled burning. That might be in the right location for that. Yeah, it was kind of cool. I talked about it in the regular video, so in the future you'll hear me talk about this again. But at the summit, the guy that is now driving my old Peterbilt truck for just a few weeks he waved at me when he saw me. And I'm like, I'm unloading here, but I'm like, he must be driving the new truck there. But once I was unloaded and got out of the way, I went back and I took a shower and I saw him again, so I talked to him and he just goes, "Hey Juan." I'm like, huh? I was just coming to talk to him and said, "Hey, I'm sorry I left this Peterbilt in a little bit of more mess than I intended to because I moved over way too quick. I would have preferred to give it one more vacuum before leaving the truck, but I had a ferry deadline to meet." But it's like, how does Buddy know my name? Apparently he watches my YouTube videos. Okay, cool. So, left. He's apparently worked for Sutco for a few weeks now. The speed you're going, you should have your four-way flashers on. I guess not. We're still doing 80 kilometers per hour. What was I thinking? Where was I? Yeah, unloaded at Summit, got loaded at Klesnikoff, went to the tarping station at Kootenai Innovative Wood. I'm tarping and all of a sudden this dude in Sutco pickup drives by. He just came from Salmo and he's a brand new driver that is still in training, and he was looking for the driver he was supposed to meet up there at KIW, and he just goes, "Have you seen so-and-so?" And he looks at me and goes, "I see you in the movies." I'm like, huh? What do you mean? On the YouTube. He's from Ukraine. He's been watching my YouTube videos from Ukraine, and now he's driving for Sutco. I'm like, sweet! I'm famous! I know, really nice people, so. Yeah, it's definitely burning up there, but I don't know if that's west of. That might be partway on E-Hold. It's hard to tell from out here. Well, I guess no, we're in Grand Forks now, so it's definitely west. So we're gonna, yeah, it'll be on E-Hold somewhere where they're burning. So definitely burning forest up there. Probably what it is they did deforestation, and now they're burning all the dead, basically the garbage that they didn't harvest, the roots and branches and stuff that they left out there. They want to burn that and not leave it as fuel for forest fires. I think that's what's going on. A little disappointed. I've been keeping an eye on subscribers. It's like 1,230. I'm like, okay, 1,231. I'm like, okay, keep an eye on it. Once it hits 1, 2, 3, 4, take a screenshot. Looking at it, it's like 1, 2, 3, 3. I'm like, nice. Keep an eye on it. Look again. 1, 2, 3, 7. No! I missed 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. I'm not going to ask people to unsubscribe. Look at all the black lines here for the exit. A lot of them are double black lines, so big rigs. BC, Grand Forks. I bet you could drive through this town as fast as you want right now because all the cops are on top of the mountain. Turning off. Oh, there's a weird pressure change. Gotta get my ears to pop. That's something that people not from the mountains think we struggle with. If you're a tourist coming through the mountains, you have that weird feeling and ears popping and all that weird stuff going on. We don't. I mean, it happens, but we don't notice it. You get so used to ears popping, you don't even realize your ears are popping unless they don't properly pop like right now. You ask somebody in the mountains about your ears popping with the altitude, they'll look at you funny and go, what? That's not a thing. We don't even realize that our ears are popping. People that have grown up here don't even realize that's a thing. Me growing up in the flatland, coming here for vacation, I was always uncomfortable with all these altitude changes. But now, I only think about it when my ears don't pop properly, and that's rarely. The guy in the car beside me has his hand on the shifter. Don't do that, guys. Truckers, especially truckers with manual transmissions, don't rest your hand on top of the... I was wrong. There's a cop in town. He must be headed for the mountain. Don't rest your hand on your shifter. Don't do it. You're going to have so much arthritis in that hand when you get older, because the tiny vibrations all day long as you have your hand rested on that stick destroy your hand. You're going to regret it when you're older. something my driving teacher taught me when I was doing my big rig schooling. How much fuel do we have? We're at 3/8. We'll see what we look like in a Soyuz. And then maybe we'll keep driving. Maybe we'll fuel up in Princeton. I doubt we'll go as far as Hope, but never know. I do notice that the DEF on this thing goes down so much slower. I bet you I could fill up this truck 4 times before needing to fill up my DEF. That's going to be nice, because my Peterbilt, I had to fill up DEF pretty much every time I fueled up. If I ran a full tank of diesel almost to the bottom of the tank, and I did not fill DEF that time, I could run about half a tank, about 1.5 tank before I needed to top off the DEF tank. And it was a big DEF tank, so it's a little bit obnoxious. This truck, I mean, I filled it up last time I filled up in Hope, but I think I'm going to skip the next time just to see what 2 tanks does. Now, the lowest I've run this truck is down to 1/8 of fuel so far, so. So it's convenient and easily accessible. I might try to run it all the way down low. Hopefully I don't run out, because trucks have been known every now and then where they set the fuel pump in there and the hose didn't go all the way to the bottom of the tank. I know the one driver, he runs with the fuel at 1/8 of a tank is empty for him. It's like, yeah, you guys made a mistake with the hose not going all the way to the bottom of the tank. The fuel pump can't even pick up the bottom of the tank. It's like, yeah, not cool. Hopefully my truck's not like that. But there's always a chance, so I would like to test it out in the summer, run it down low. If I'm going to run out of fuel, it's better to do it in the summer, and I want to run it low in a place where I'm close to multiple fuel stations, so it's easy to get me some more fuel. I don't have a big jerry can for diesel, or else I would do that. My jerry cans are all filled with gas. They're all really small jerry cans. It's getting hot enough to turn AC on. What is it? 23 degrees outside. Yep. Let's turn that AC on. Not blasting, just basically just a little bit of assist from the AC. Speed we can climb this hill at. I'm starting to get used to this cruise control. different. Engine brakes I'm not used to yet. Alright, cruise control set for 100 kilometers. Made it to 90 before we start climbing. Might as well turn my four-way flashes on now. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. As a Christian, I find those signs obnoxious. Okay, so anyone out there that's not Christian, what do you guys think of those signs? Like, do you pay them any attention? Have any of those signs ever spoken to you?
You okay there? You okay there, buddy?
A controlled burn. So he's asking if you're okay out there. Maybe there's a broken down truck somewhere. But yeah, I always find it interesting. And even if you aren't religious, those signs on the side of the road, have they ever been encouragement to you? To me, they seem dumb. I know, as a Christian, I should like Christian signs, but to me, they seem really dumb. Oh yeah, there's a smoke right ahead of us there. Yeah. It's a good thing they put up the sign that said control burn, or else people would call 911. I bet you people still call 911. If you're not from North America, I don't know where 911, how far 911 actually spreads around the world, but 911 is just our emergency number. It'll get us fire, police, or ambulance, or whatever we need like that. Emergency services. There's definitely a lot of white smoke, so it's a smoldering fire that's not burning very well. It's a little too wet still. Probably the best time to be doing that burning. Black lines in a broken down truck. Triangle should be further out, but oh, it's just an abandoned trailer. for 75 horsepower less, I'm not going to notice it. I will honestly not notice climbing hills a difference. I definitely notice going downhill though. The lack of engine brake, definitely noticeable. But it's a little engine that could. Yeah, I'll talk to dispatch and say if this, keep an eye on my fuel economy on this truck. If the company is saving a lot of money on fuel, I'll actually recommend that, or I don't know if I'll recommend, but I'll tell them that 500 horsepower is fine for the quad axles. As long as we're saving company fuel. Maybe the engine itself is cheaper as well. I have a feeling you're about to go take that sign down. Sign down. So no slow vehicle ahead of us. Hopefully he's delivering to one place, or else he's not going to make his delivery today. 30 now. If he's here now, when did he load? Okay, now if he loaded today first thing in the morning, could he be here by 2:30? Must have loaded yesterday, right? But if he loaded yesterday, he should be further down the road. I don't know. Well, maybe he didn't. I'm thinking that he loaded in Vancouver, but maybe he just loaded in Kelowna today. Something like that. That would make sense. Here we got a broken down truck. Driver, you okay? Looks like they are pulling over far enough for me to zip by. He's not on his radio. Let's try the other radio. Driver, you okay? CB radio or VHF. I heard the other driver asking. I'm like, well, maybe he just wasn't in his truck when the other driver was asking. There's like no cell service up here, so. it's interesting. I'm turning my floor reflectors off the same spot I would have turned them off on the other rig. So, yeah, little engine that could. I'm interested in how different it's going to sound on YouTube, the engine. Peterbilt's definitely had a different sound. The Kenworth is a lot quieter. The microphone keeps sliding around everywhere too, so hopefully I'm not recording a lot of garbage audio. Sliding. Let's put it right there. That's where I would like the microphone to be placed. As long as this sound right now is okay sound, we're going to go with this placement of microphone. Behind me just turned off. Cool. Cop. It's a ghost car, so no markings of a cop, but another one. Lots of cops out today along Highway 3. I think I will call this a bonus video. We're at the top of E-Holt here. So thank you for supporting me monetarily. I appreciate it. I know I've been asked many times in the past to set up Patreon and stuff like that before, and I would go set it up and nobody would join. And now that you guys, people are asking me to set it up again, and I'm like, yeah, nobody's gonna join, but you guys actually joined this time, so and some of you are now over 1 month, so your logos have changed to cyan instead of green. So I don't know, I'm excited. What's the next color coming up ahead? I'm not sure how long when the next color change happens. Does it happen at 3 months? I'll have to look that up to see when the next color change happens. But I know the last color changes at 2 years. Once you've been a member for 2 years, you get, I think, red. I picked the same colors that YouTube official colors. That way, anybody that knows the YouTube system of colors, they'll automatically know what tier, how long you've been a member. I thought about changing the colors. I'm like, no, let's use the same color tier system that YouTube does, and then that way somebody's been a member for 2 years and you've got the same color as everybody else does, people know, hey, that's a long-term member. Nice little rest area here. A little lake. The lake is still frozen over, but it's kind of way to the side, so you guys can't see it. But yeah, I'm super excited to have members. It's pretty cool making bonus videos. Gears, gears, gears. It's pretty cool making bonus videos for actual people, because last time I did the Patreon thing, I made it bonus videos and then nobody watched them. So I'm slowly going through all the videos. Once I find those old videos, I'll make them available to you guys. They're really old videos that nobody's ever watched. If I find them, I'll make them public, or not public, but available to you guys. I don't know if they're still on there. Maybe I deleted them. Probably I deleted them. Thinking of it, I probably deleted them. But hey, I get to shoot videos now, and somebody will actually listen to them and watch them, and it makes it enjoyable to make them. So thank you. Super appreciate it. And Linda, have your buttons arrived yet? Did I say buttons? I mean, did your button arrive yet? That's what I meant to say. Maybe I sent more than one. It's the same one, but... Surprise? Hopefully they've shown up or will be showing up soon. I know when Jess was getting the stamp put on it, the lady at the post office just read the street address and goes, okay, here's the stamp, because it's a popular street address in Calgary as well. And Jess goes, that seems like a small stamp for Australia. The post office lady goes, oh, I didn't finish reading it. I didn't know it was going to Australia. It's like, read the whole address, please. All right. Thanks again. Super appreciate it. You guys rock. Before you guys go, could you push this car out of the way for me?